You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening. I'm Lori Tucker in for Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now, topping the list tonight. Week 1 is now in the books for Knoxville's newest police chief. Paul Noel officially took over the job last Monday. 6 on your side's Elizabeth Kubel went to Noel's swearing-in ceremony, and now just over a week later, she's sitting down with the chief to talk one-on-one about his first week and what comes next. He says this is a good police department, and there are things to do to make it better. As he meets with employees and community members, he'll start to set the vision for how he sees KPD moving forward. He's already made some changes.
One of the first things I did was, all of the command staff, the captains and above, will now wear uniforms every day. So that's a visible thing that you will see, and that's something decision was not made because there was a problem with what the command staff was wearing. But I think it's very important that the community and the men and women of this organization see their leaders wearing this uniform every day, representing our organization, representing me every day on the field.
Noel still says one of the biggest challenges Knoxville faces is violent crime. He says that it is his top priority. Next on the Big 7, summer is officially here as of today, and the temperatures are soaring. And because of this, Knoxville first responders and safety advocates have a simple message. Look for ways to stay cool and avoid a medical emergency. The easiest way to do this is to seek shelter. There are plenty of public places that have a lot of AC and shelter from the sun, including recreation centers, city pools, splash pads, senior centers, and county libraries. And if you know anyone experiencing homelessness, let them know about the city's Day Safe Space. It's at Broadway and Magnolia. That space offers shade, water, and showers. People who have lost utility services may also be at risk during heat waves. Anyone needing help connecting with a social service provider should remember this number. It's easy, 211. Next on the 7, we're learning more following the arrest of Tennessee Secretary of State Trey Hargett after he got a DUI leaving the Bonnaroo Music Festival. Police documents say the lawmaker was seen leaving Bar 315 in Tullahoma, then riding the lane markings several times. Officers report when they stopped Hargett, he smelled of alcohol and his eyes were glossy. Officials say Hargett, quote, kept saying, yes, sir, when he hadn't been asked a question. Records show the Secretary of State performed poorly on several field sobriety tests, and his passenger told the officer they had both been drinking 4 hours prior. Earlier this morning, the governor providing comment on Hargett's arrest.
He said he was regretful and remorseful, and it's unfortunate.
The Secretary of State consented to a blood sample. Results on those are still pending. Hargett was booked into the Coffee County Jail on Friday and posted a $2,000 bail just after 6 Saturday morning. Following his arrest, he released a statement saying that he regrets his actions and will trust the legal process moving forward. Hargett is expected to appear in court July 14th. In our next Big 7 story, a house in Lenoir City has been boarded up following several deadly overdoses, a shooting that left a 20-year-old dead, and a stabbing. 9th District Attorney General Russell Johnson says members of a drug task force and the Lenoir City Police Department cleared this house in Lenoir City on West 2nd Avenue this afternoon. Police Chief Don White is calling this a heroin house. He hoped that when the house was seized following the discovery of a meth lab way back in 2011, the person who owned it would turn their life around. However, a month-long investigation found that didn't happen. Instead, it was the location of a shooting that claimed the life of Michael Owen back in May. We spoke with William Jenkins, who helped board up the home. He's also an incoming county commissioner.
Unfortunately, this is my dad's house. I grew up here. This is from a child all the way up till I was 19 years old. This is where I'd lived, and it is unfortunate being my dad's house, seeing him go through this, the struggles that he's in, the struggles that he's been through. I hate to see him fall back into this lifestyle, but at the same time, this is something I want to be able to see our community, this area, be able to be in a safe environment. And with the lifestyle that he's living, unfortunately, he's not providing that.
Tough situation there. The commissioner-elect says drugs were coming in and out of that house even when he was a child. He hopes his father can clean up his life and turn things around. Next on the Big Seven, a federal judge rejects the effort to intervene on behalf of 3 anti-mask students in the Knox County Schools mask mandate lawsuit. Parents of the 3 kids had asked to alter the judgment, which stemmed from the settlement in the case between the school system and the pro-mask plaintiffs. The settlement ended the issue between plaintiffs and the schools, but the so-called interveners wanted to make sure mask mandates could not be issued in the future. Their argument had been rendered moot by the settlement, so they asked to alter or amend the judgment. But that motion was rejected. Next on our list tonight, as temperatures go up, some companies that work outdoors are struggling to attract employees, meet customer demand, and deal with the rising costs. My 3 Sons Landscaping and Mowing has been in business since 2019. Crews do mowing, mulching, weeding, a lot of stuff, trimming, pressure washing, and rock work. It is a tough job. It requires a team of dedicated people, but lately the company has struggled to find those willing to work.
75 people call for a job
Not show up.
and then not show up. Or they come for one day, get their money, and they don't come back.
You get their whole story that day and then they're gone.
Yeah, just people
Never to meet them again.
They don't want to work. They tell us that we're making more by sitting at home.
The business also says the recent heat wave is not helping, as many potential workers refuse to work outside in the heat. If you're looking for a job, My 3 Sons Landscaping and Mowing is hiring. We have the number to call. It's on our website, WATE.com. And rounding out the Big Seven, today is the first day of summer. It's the longest day of the year. It is also a day that the Alzheimer's Association uses to raise awareness of dementia and the impact it can have on its victims and those who care for patients. The organization works year-round to raise money to fund research into this terrible disease and offer support to the more than 120,000 people living with Alzheimer's in Tennessee.
The fight for Alzheimer's isn't, it's hard on the patient, obviously, but it's also extremely hard on the families. And the families are taking time off work to take care of their loved ones, and that, is time away from their jobs and away from their other families. So it's just really important that we're aware of how many people in our state are suffering from this disease, and the people that are taking care of them are just, struggling as well.
This is an important day for our own Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers, who is fundraising as well. He's been doing this for a while after his mom passed away due to complications with Alzheimer's in December last year. When she was diagnosed, he, his sisters, and caregivers worked to make sure she got to stay in her home, where she later passed away. You can support Ken's fundraising team, the Solstice Stars, with this page right here. His goal is to raise around $6,000, a little bit more, Ken. The deadline to donate to Ken's team is today. We have links for you to do this on our website, WATE.com, and our free news app.